Hello and welcome back to another epic build. This is a container build apartment, and the whole idea behind this was just to make it a self-sufficient community group. The containers vary from single to families, small families but still families, and there's lots of communal aspect to it, so it's mostly sleeping quarters in each container and maybe general amenities, and then it's really focusing on the community as a whole for the Sims, so to try and get our Sims interacting together and being more social. I started by creating the same rectangular shape, so all the rooms and the containers were the same size, and then worked on connecting them afterwards. Unfortunately, the diagonal rooms are a little bit wider, or at least visually it seems wider than the other containers, just because that's how the diagonal rooms work. And then I focused on trying to get the Sims into each different unit via stairs and trying to make sure they were available for each room. So on the first floor we have like the community areas. Started off with a kitchen. This is very simple, like kitchen, dining area, and then later on I added like a little recreational area. This is one of the simplest builds I have done in a long time. No fancy designs or rounded rooms that need to be connected up and have stairs, and honestly this build was so straightforward. I just carried on trying to focus on the eco living pack, and this is a plan for hopefully most of the packs that I'm going to create, like an apartment and a little lifestyle area around it. This one, like as I've said so many times already, does focus on the community, and so we're starting to build that up now, like a little barbecuing area. This build is the first build in a long time, or maybe even ever, that I've focused on gameplay and what it is I want to get out of the gameplay, rather than just making a really awesome build with as many packs as well. Not normally as many packs, but with a lot of the packs, and just enjoying myself building. There was a lot of intention as to how I wanted the game to be played with this build, and it was just about bringing the Sims together, encompassing the eco living ethos of the whole pack, and the apartments just made that possible. It's something I've been planning for quite a while, and just bring like a community together. I really missed the sort of like more of the community in the Sims that you get from like the Sims 3 when they brought out the apartments, and the fact that they can interact at a bigger level rather than just out in public spaces. It's really brought across a whole different way of building to myself, which you might see more often, with more of an intention as to how I'm going to play and how I expect it to plan out. I don't know if anybody else does this. Is this more common? I normally build to create and sort of see what happens, or to recreate from pictures, which are very popular, which I'm extremely grateful for, but to create a build depending on how I want my gameplay to go, what characters I want to have, what Sims I want to have in this build, and where they live. I've planned out in my head like a family for each one of these units that I've made. So we've seen the build already. Oh, got a little sad face there. And anyway, I've expanded a little bit more by doing just a quick run around of the overall, because they're so small that just a quick look around as a whole build to see it come together. I'm trying to explore different ways of recording as well. I really enjoy doing this. Like, the mechanics of it are not the easiest, but I find doing the gameplay quite jittery, and when I record as I build, I'm a bit chaotic. I go back and I go forth, so I'm trying to explore different ways of showing my builds. Let me know what you think of this. I've also been looking into doing speed builds, which seems not speed builds, excuse me, into doing the stop motion where you do all the pictures, and I love the way it looks, but patience you guys have when you do those, and it's insane. Like, I can barely find the time of day to catch up on videos 6 months ago, but it's amazing, and I'm gonna give it a go. We'll see how we do. Does anybody have a preference? Do you prefer watching something like this compared to all the jittering and stuff when I actually build? Because I struggle with it. I find it quite disorientating sometimes, but I like seeing it come together at the same time. I don't know whether it's just the self-consciousness of it being my build that has come off as being all over the place, because when I watch others they seem a lot smoother, a lot calmer, a little bit more organized. So anybody else make videos and do their Sims builds, please just shout out to me, because I'm a little bit lost. Love the communal areas and how they came out. These were the best to make. I absolutely just really enjoyed it. All the inside of the units are quite chill, not particularly complicated. They are trying to just focus on the simple modern decoration, and I really just tried to stick with the same pack because I'm just really wanted to highlight this place. One of my favorites for gameplay, for building something a little bit different, and I just genuinely think it's awesome. So we're going to the second unit. This ended up as a 2-bed, I believe, so it's got a little family room. And as I'm going through this now, I think I may have forgot the recording for some of these units. I'm not completely sure because I've been too busy talking to figure out what's going on. All of these just have the basic amenities and focusing on the community and bringing our Sims together in a different way, hopefully, to what we're used to, what I'm used to, completely different to what I'm used to, and how we might play The Sims different, how I play The Sims differently. I should stop saying we and say it's definitely going to change how I play The Sims differently. The stairs on this one are a little bit awkward. This goes into one of the diagonal rooms, and as you can see, it does look slightly different. It's got the same proportions, like, so I done the same grid, and I think it was like 5 by 8. It was a little while ago, I'm not gonna lie, but the stairs, walking in, everything is completely accessible. I vigorously tested this with gameplay and getting all of the Sims to where they need to be. Anyway, thank you for joining me for another ramble and another build. I really hope you like it. Maybe it gives you ideas about changing how you play or how you build differently. Either way, have a lovely day, keep smiling, and always look ahead, guys.